exchange of ideas. So let me see if I can practically answer few of the things. So it will be interactive. I hope we'll get a chance to talk with each other later on as well. This is my third time here, and I always enjoy when I come here with the company of Kamal Bhai, colleagues, and our elders like Professor Abdul Hai and Professor Sharif Saab. So let me dedicate my today's plenary talk to a very dedicated person, Professor ABMF Kareem Saab, Barhoom. So may Allah give him the best place in the hereafter. He has done great work. So already a documentary video we have already seen, so I'll skip it now. But this is my dedication to the elder person, because that's where the quality comes from. I have some disclosures. I received some honorarium, some in cash from IEA for my training assignments, and also I get paid on many occasions for advisory boards and also for travel grants as well. None of those things will affect any of my contents of my today's talk. So this is my disclosure. There is a disclaimer as well. Like any individual in the world, I am also very biased. My biasness is coming from my 15 years which I spent in UK and Ireland in a NHS system, which is a National Health Service system where every penny is important, and this is taxpayers' money. So we were very careful. For 8 years I worked as a consultant in 3 different NHS trusts in the United Kingdom, and we were very, very careful about every single penny with our strategic health authorities, and I have leadership teaching experience of about 25 years. So in Pakistan also I'm trying to work with my colleagues in a team. We work very closely with Astro. I am secretary of Head and Neck Astro Group, and also we work with IEA, Dr. Tamaki sitting here, mashallah, and then Quattro. Quattro is very important initiative for the quality, and then Prof, because I do pediatrics and head and neck only. So really that is why I was trying to be very shy when Professor Morganti was asking a gynae question. I really don't know anything about gynae, even the spelling. Dr. Alia Aziz Begum is sitting here, she knows better. Then AMSTRO is something which we are going to establish inshallah this year. We have established, but February, under the leadership of Dr. Saiful and Dr. Nadeem Parvez. So this is my disclaimer, very important, because all the talk which I am going to do now will be very skewed actually, and will be very biased, and that's because of my personal biasness. Now 3 M's of quality are very important. We are discussing since morning. Dr. Kamal Bhai put about 1 hour on this. Manpower is the main issue, then methodology, and machine and material somehow comes in third in my books. It's important, of course. If we don't have machine, then we will have only, we will be talking lectures and some tea and coffee. But I think there is something more, and that's a machine. We all lack, this problem. Now, problem is that, first of all, my apologies to all female attendants, my colleagues who are sitting here, that we should not be calling it manpower, it has to be person power. So we are now getting very worried the way we see the number of females coming in radiation oncology, which is a very good sign, but at the same time, you have to be very careful by using the word like manpower. So it's like a person power. So we include them as well. Inclusive, yesterday also there was a session on this. Human resource is the most crucial and important resource of any system of the world. And that is why the standards we have set in Pakistan is caring for the carers. So we are not really caring for the patients. We are trying to taking care of those who are taking care of the patients. So we went a superlative, one step ahead. And then we are going to look after our junior doctors, our senior doctors, and work-life balance is the most important thing. Our attrition rate is about 80%. Those of our junior colleagues who have heard this word attrition first time, this is how the brain drain works and how much we leave, we lose. This loss is called brain drain. Some people call it wastage, whatever you call it, but if I have to train 10 people, only 2 will stay inside the country, 8 will leave the country. So this we have to keep in mind, otherwise we'll get very disappointed. We never ever get disappointed, we are optimistic people. So my team actually prepared 20 people if we want to retain 4 in the country. But we don't run away, we don't escape, we don't complain, we don't cry. We will stay optimistic. So that's all about the person power. Then comes that what are we going to do with this person power? 50% is professional skill development, which we are talking since morning. People more qualified than me in service development have covered it so well that I don't have to repeat it. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. But what I'm trying to touch today is about the leadership skills, which are equally important. And that's what we have seen in Dr. Morganti, Dr. Tamaki, Dr. Ono. They are not oncologists. They are oncologists, sorry. But they are leaders actually. They know how to implement the systems. So today I'm going to touch on this. These are the skills which are going to make the people go as a policy maker. So every single team member in my team is a health minister. So don't look towards the health minister to do something for you. Let's become a health minister. Nobody will stop you. So if I don't call myself a health minister of Pakistan, it's not a big deal. I can say it here in Dhaka, I will not take risk of saying this in Karachi, but here I can say. So I am the health minister of Pakistan actually, making all decisions. So 4 actually pillars are important. This is the 4th one I introduced in 2005. Since 20 years I am working on it. These are the clinical engineers who own the machine, and how much we are looking after about their training and professional development and capacity building. 0 hours. 0. In my university, which is JCI Accredited University, Professor Alia Begum, chairman, is sitting here. Dr. Uzma is here. Dr. Uzma Chishti, she is our medical director. Biomedical engineers need a lot of training for maintenance, and also very important is how much we are looking after their capacity building in terms of service contract. Service contracts are getting complex and complex every day. How much we have capacity to talk to the vendors people. We have to develop that as well. So this will be very humble request to Professor Tabaki as well, that please include this 4th pillar of very important pillar of radiation oncology, who have more rights than me on the machine, who know about machine 1,000 times better than me. We are only operating it actually. In fact, the doctors are not even operating it, they are only planning it. Even the doctors are not planning it, the physicist who is planning it actually. So this word clinical is important for Dr. Masood Rana, please. C is important. Otherwise, the PhDs who have never seen a patient, who have never planned a single physics plan, who have never done a dosimetry, will come and they will try to get positions. They are very important people, we love them, but they are not clinical medical oncologists. So that's why in Pakistan I have introduced a new term called CMP. I never use the word MP, I use CMP. Now comes the CMP. By adding C, we will differentiate physicists into 2. Both are important. Both are important. One is the clinical medical physicist and one is the medical physicist. I have very close relation with Gemelli Hospital in Italy, in Rome. They come for training with me, and then I train them actually, I send them back. And there also they are looking into this very seriously. So I will be requesting Dr. Morganti as well to think about this please as well. So these are the 20 skills which we have developed since the last 20 years in our mentees. I would just like you to please concentrate on number 2, which is entrepreneurship. So working without money, without begging, without looking towards somebody else to become righteous and do repentance. Why don't we come forward and try to find out solutions from where? From entrepreneurship. And a lot of work is done by Baylor University, Harvard University, and McMaster. So if you go through them, and they can give you some mechanisms actually, in which it is called the effectuation theory. Effectuation theory means that whatever I have in my hand, and they call it actually affordable loss with what? With bird in hand. The bird in hand is what is sitting in this room. We are the ones who can bring change with available resources. Nobody else who is outside this room. This is my theology on which I work. Then again, visioning, ideation. Since morning we are talking about new ideas. Then emotional intelligence is what has replaced IQ. IQ those are gone long time ago. If we are still carrying it on, we are actually fooling ourselves. Then before the quality, this 13, number 13 and 14, I would like to have your attention, please. If you please look here, Professor Stephen Avery is sitting here. He was in Karachi with us for very useful time we have spent together. Mentoring the mentors is important. Training the trainers is a bit, in my personal humble opinion, I can be wrong. I'm not always right. I'm a human being. By training the trainers is not the standard. The standard would has to be mentoring the mentors. Otherwise, we'll train someone and that person is just a trained person, you know, like a trained XYZ. Anyway, so with this actually we are working on number 18, which is quality. It is not LMIC business. Quality and cost is everywhere in the planet. Every single country of the world. So by using word LMIC, we are causing ourselves excuses actually. So I can work with a bad quality because I'm born in an LMIC country. That's not the case actually. Anybody can be unprofessional, unethical, even in the most rich country of the world. And anybody can be ethical with good quality and good cost effectiveness if he is intelligent enough to use the resources wisely. As simple as that. Example is NHS, National Health Service, UK. I mean, they are very much careful about every single penny of the taxpayers. So here comes a little bit of examples which are all practical tips for my junior colleagues like Shamoon, Mustafa, Reza, Arman, etc., etc. I was with them in 2013, then 2014. Now I came back. They were children at that time and now they have many children. So they got married actually. So now they are, mashallah, old people, consultants. They were residents before. So this is our paper. We give full importance to our clinical medical physicists. We give them respect. We give them collegiality. We talk about compatible professional growth and development of all 4 pillars of radiation oncology. Not only doctors, but clinical medical physicists, technologists, and clinical engineers who are called biomedical engineers. This is innovative. This is something we introduced to the world. And inshallah, AMSTRO is taking as initiative in this. Now comes to this 102 citations. Just imagine the impact of my boys and girls, again, gender bias. Be careful, Dr. Shahida is sitting here from Bogra, so be careful. So unusual occurrence reporting system. Bravely we came forward. We are not using the word which will terrify people, which will punish people and be sentinel and they will put everything under the carpet. So we encourage them to report. Report as much as you can. I am one step ahead of Quattro. Why? Because I am using a new word called unusual occurrence. Every first Saturday every month I sit with my colleagues and we discuss. Now maybe I am lying to you. No, I publish it. Go and read my paper. We know what is the difference between sentinel event, which we do because of JCIA accreditation. But what I am doing is unusual occurrence. Unusual occurrence is a great learning experience where quality, which is my today's talk's topic, when quality becomes a habit, a passion, an addiction, not a punishment way of punishing people. So I published it, learning from mistakes. Then what happened in COVID, Dr. Kamal Bhai has covered very well. COVID was a great teaching experience for us. So we actually put all the JCIA things on that and my colleagues published that as well. The truth lies in, yes please. The truth lies actually somewhere very important, and that is the tumor boards. That needs 0 rupees investment, 0 taka investment, 0 sterling investment. And I witnessed that when I was in UK for 15 years, actually how they implemented the MDT. Who is stopping me in implementing MDT? This is my professional job to do. I'm not doing any great thing. This is something I have to do. So every country in FARO, in AMSTRO, MESTRO have to look that how much percentage of patients we are discussing in the tumor board. That does not need a single penny from the government. Okay, it's important to talk to the government as well, I'm not saying. So this what we have established. Dr. Ali Aziz Begum sitting here, Dr. Uzma Chishti, they are all instrumental in that. In gynae, so we are doing about 78 MDTs every month in my university, and that's the components which we are doing. Number 4 gynae belongs to Dr. Alia, and we are doing digital health, we are doing pain MDT. So, you know, I mean, you can name it. And theranostics. We were talking about theranostics before in the morning. So, we do it through the MDT system. Then, again, our very close relationship with the Catholic Hospital, University Gemelli, Art in Rome. So, we are training their people, mashallah, and we are proud of it. And with Bezmi Alam Waqif University, we are doing the SBRT collaboration. Then, we made a clinical engineering MDT. Clinical engineering is extremely important because they are the ones who are going to sign the service contract. They are the ones who know about machine and about the maintenance. And then these are our pediatrics. Very important because pediatric is one of my special interests. To develop all this, we do a peer review every Saturday. So every single patient in Pakistan who is treated has to go through peer review. So peer review and this MDT is our brainchild. This is our intellectual copyright, and these are my colleagues. This is Google Scholar 2 days ago, and that's how we were cited. So we have a global footprint, alhamdulillah, and that's because of our right decisions at the right time, which we took 20 years ago. So this can be a take-home message today, that let's start doing something with slogans, and MSTRO is one of those things. So we have achieved peer review in 100% cases. So now we have to ask ourselves, how many of us are doing peer review of all cases of radiation planning? 0 rupees investment, 0 taka investment in that. So then comes our impact. We publish that, and again we have citations 60 plus on this. And it's nobody can write a paper without citing our reference. So this is what called the impact, and that's where we are looking at for the impact of peer review. And this is again in the Global Oncology. It was published, this paper. And then quality is a journey, it is not a destination. So it's not a matter of institution, it's not a matter of local, it's not a matter of a nation or a country. We cannot work in isolation anymore. We have to work in regions and internationally. So for that, actually, Dr. Ono, very good presentation from Japan. Japan is taking lead in FARO. But we can connect FARO with Middle East. And that's what the innovative idea which Professor Saiful is leading actually. I am a part of that team proudly, and Dr. Nadeem Parvez. So equally important to set up skills, get these 20 inculcated in our juniors, and this is the quality which comes at number 18. And this is our card. There was one card which was from our medical oncology colleagues, card T. My card is different. My card is clinical, admin, research and teaching 25% contribution each. That component is extremely important. In my country, in any country of the world, you will find people doing 99% clinical and 1% they are looking after their professional capacity building for admin, research or teaching. That's, in my personal humble opinion, I can be wrong, is not right. We have to give 25% capacity building to all 4 if we really want to continue our tomorrow. Otherwise, I will die and everything will finish. And that is why, as you can see in my list, number 20 is succession planning. So in 3 years, we get one task. If I can do it, fine. If I can't do it, I have to leave. And if I am not making my succession planning, then I don't deserve to work as a professor. So that is what is my extreme views. Sorry for that. Sorry for being so provocative. And then these are our QIPs, quality improvement projects, mentoring system we have implemented. Then we are teaching 20 leadership skill development skills, international networking, then national networking we are doing, and then of course the regional, and then we have devisers, 100% peer review, 100% tumor board. 0 rupees, 0 taka investment. Then my colleagues working, actually a great friend, not a friend, I would say a mentor, Professor Vincenzo Valentini, must be a friend of Dr. Morganti. Actually, we are training the residents. They are coming. I welcome all Bangladeshi residents to come to us for training, and we will send our trainees here. But it has to be an exchange program on a reciprocal basis. So beggars cannot be choosers. We have to do with exchange programs actually, and that's what I am doing. So people can argue with me and can have a different opinion. I honor and respect all difference of opinions. Then these are our components of academic learning portfolio. We are maintaining it, and that's how we are publishing, mashallah. So my department has published more than 200 papers. My own papers are about 100 plus something in PubMed cited. And I'm not saying this as a boosting, but I'm just telling you that this is something which we have to do to get the intellectual copyright. Quality of training programs has nothing to do with passing exams, because the moment they pass the exam, they will forget everything, you know. No, it is actually lifelong learner concept. This is our paper in Australia. And then we are working with Professor Sandra Turner, again on equal basis, eye-to-eye contact. So we don't want to be beggars, because beggars can never be choosers. So this is again devotion to our elders. We learn quality from our elders. They are our torch bearers. They were our beacons, you know. Professor Zaidi Saab, make dua for his good health. He has not good health now. He's 96 years old. Professor ABFM Kareem Saab. And take home message is quality is a journey. It is not a destination. It will not come with begging. It will come with hard work, intelligent decision making, quality decision making. And for that, we have to look after our doctors, our clinical medical physicists, our RTTs, and our clinical engineers as well. This is extremely important. So CART has to be 25%. So touching with all, this is my humble take-home message with all apologies if it is disturbing someone. But I think to way forward is, as Socrates have said, great mind discuss ideas and poor mind discuss people, and average mediocre mind discuss events. So we are talking about ideas here, if we are strong minds. And Florence Nightingale, after all that success is said, what is the reason of my success? And she was not even allowed anyone to write a biography. She was not allowed anyone to write the name on her grave near Portsmouth, Southampton, where Dr. Khalid came. She said, okay, the family should not bury me in a graveyard. So she was buried inside a home lawn, green lawn, and what's written there? FN. So what was the famous quote she said? What is the reason of my success? I don't give excuses and I don't take excuses. So with 1,000 apologies as a difference of opinion, honoring every single person today, if we keep on using the word LMIC, that is going to give us an excuse for another 100 years to work suboptimally. This is my individual opinion, which can be wrong. Okay? You have all the right to argue. Last slide, Amstro, very welcome. I hope everybody will join Professor Saiful and Dr. Nadeem Parvez in this initiative. That's where Dr. Ono, we are trying to join FARO with Middle East. Big region, a global oncology network, inshallah. So I finish here. Thank you very much for giving time to me and inviting me. I'm grateful.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Ahmed Nadeem Abbasi, for your valuable speech. Now I humbly requesting you to take the chair